the secret's out, folks. It's Christmas time in Santa Cruz, California. Hello, Merry Christmas. Welcome back to Bike Vids. I think a bike makes an excellent Christmas present, but it's kind of hard to buy a bike for someone. There's a lot of ins and outs. I mean, just tires alone, right? What I did this year at Bike Vids was I bought myself a bike and built myself a bike, and I want to show you it's done. It's been in the works. It's more than Christmas. It's been happening, but I want to show it to you today and talk a little bit about it. And it's new bike day. But first, let's hop in the BV time machine and go back in time. Hello, folks. It's raining here in Santa Cruz, California. It happens occasionally, and we complain about it. Anyway, I feel like I've been keeping a secret / also doing something dumb the last several months, and it has to do with what is behind me here. I decided at some point I wanted to build basically like the world's fastest, unnecessarily light town bike, the bike that I just use to bike and bus, commute to work, go to the grocery store. So welcome back to the present. That's exactly what happened. So I built this bike for an unnecessarily kind of fancy town bike to use for all of the biking I do whenever I leave the house, basically. And that's this. So I'll just tell you a little bit about it, and then we could talk more in depth, maybe in the comments if you're curious about some particular stuff. Let's start with the frame. I wanted to use a Santa Cruz brand, like a Santa Cruz Stigmata or Ibis Haka. I just couldn't find anything that seemed reasonably priced, used. I went with this brand new Cobalt, a small maker from Virginia, and it's basically gravel, cyclocross frame, and it seems awesome. And someday maybe I'll actually use a Cobalt setup for what it was intended for, but for now it's the super fancy town bike. I definitely wanted a walled rack on this, and that was something I talked to Mike at Cobalt about, and everything is fine with that. In the cockpit, I put some inverse brake levers on there just because I think they kind of are different looking and kind of clean up the cockpit. Again, this is kind of just like a setup that I've done before. Thank you, Spokesman, for helping me get it to shift correctly. Turns out you do need a mountain bike derailleur if you're using a mountain bike shifter. A lot of the other setup is kind of just like my setup that I like. Garbaruk cassette on the back and Praxis cranks. I bought a pair of Hunt carbon wheels on an amazing Black Friday sale. They were the last piece. They're so awesome. I put them on the Lynxie, and I put these Boyd carbon wheels on the fancy town bike. Both sets of wheels are very fancy, and I'm a lucky human. It's Christmas! I'm running basically a off-road, mellow off-road tire on it, mostly because I won a tire at a cyclocross race, a WTB Volpine, but I only won one, and so they didn't have one at the store, and so I have the front tire as a specialized sawtooth. So I don't know, you know, that's what's on there right now, and I could see in the future maybe putting like just some Panda Racer Gravel Kings on there or something like that, but that's what's on there now. And besides enjoying this bike and, you know, reveling in just kind of the silliness of its fanciness, I guess the just priorities would be don't let it get stolen here in Santa Cruz, and don't let it get bashed around too much, which sometimes, you know, town bikes do.
Sitting on the couch with nothing better to do. Let's go watch Bike Vids, Bike Vids, Bike Vids. 'Cause nothing beats a rainy afternoon when you've got Bike Vids, Bike Vids, Bike Vids. Subscribe and like this. Cranky Bike Vids just